right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our module for December 3rd, and this is going to take all the way up to December 8th. Right now we're going through the watch this first with the agenda and the objectives. Our basic objective for this module is for us to review and to prepare for the Chapter 5 test. So if we start by looking at our first category of what we need to do. If we look here, it says watch and complete the notes, and these are all review things. So although they're notes and example problems, it's really just tying together everything that we have done in all of our other sections and videos. And so there are 4 things that I want you to look at here. The first one is just a graphing review. That does not go with any pages in your notebook. It is just a review of all the different types of graphing that we can do in this chapter. So there's vertical lines, horizontal lines, graphing from slope-intercept form, graphing from standard form, and graphing from point-slope form. So that is a really good review of all the different types of graphing. There are then 3 pages in your notebook that I want you to work through the problems on and the videos that go along with it. That's page 29, page 30, and page 32. Those are all word problems that take into multiple concepts that we have done during this chapter. So to be able to complete those, you need to know how to do slope, you need to know how to do point-slope form, slope-intercept form, standard form. So it really pulls all of our concepts together. So I want you to practice on those 3 problems. Now, like always, it's your choice. Do you want to try the problems on your own first and then go to the videos and watch and see that you've done the correct steps? Or do you just want to walk through the problem with me? Your call as you prepare for your Chapter 5 test. Let's look at the next part of our module. The next part of our module is assignments. And if we look at the assignments there, we have one new assignment, and that is the Chapter 5 review homework. And if you look at that, there's one difference that you're looking at your module, that the due date there is December 9th. Notice that the due date for all of the Chapter 5 things are December 9th. So let's talk about Chapter 9 or Chapter 5 altogether, okay? Our big due date for that is December 9th. Our new assignment is right here, which is the review homework. So if you have been keeping up to date with Chapter 5, that is the only new thing that you have to do. It will be due December 9th at midnight. December 9th will also be our test day. Now, we know that there are other things that go into the grade book from Chapter 5 at that point. These are things that I've wanted you to keep reviewing and reworking, trying to get the best score that you can. And then they will be pushed from Math Excel to Power School after December 9th at midnight. Okay? One thing is that we have a list of Chapter 5 homework assignments, and those are listed right here. So if you kept up to date, just maybe go through and check to make sure you've completed all of these. If not, this is a great opportunity to go back and complete these. There's a slope homework, there's a slope-intercept form homework, there's a point-slope form homework, there's a standard form homework, and there's a homework on parallel and perpendicular lines. Keep in mind that only that average goes in. So I take those scores and then I divide by 5 because there's 5 assignments. And then that goes in here as your average. Okay? The next thing is that we have a Chapter 5 quiz average. Okay? There are 4 quizzes. There was a slope quiz, a point slope form quiz, a slope intercept form, and a standard form. So make sure that you have all those completed. If not, this is a perfect time to go back and complete them. Notice that there's only one thing that goes into the grade book, and I will take those 4 scores and divide by 4 and find the average, and that's what will go into PowerSchool. Now, we do have 2 standalone scores, and those standalone scores are kind of important. One is this Chapter 5 review homework, which is what you are being assigned today. Okay, that's this assignment right here, also due December 9th at midnight. We leave that as a standalone homework because that Chapter 5 review looks so similar to the Chapter 5 assessment. And so I want you to spend some time going through that, making sure that you really understand those problems. The other Chapter 5 thing that we have is obviously the Chapter 5 assessment. You cannot do that yet. That will open and close on December 9th. It will be on Math Excel. There will be a new module on that day, but I want to put it out there to make sure that you know that that's coming. Okay? The other things that we have as far as scores in Chapter 5 are located right over here. And if you take a look at those, it's this information right up here, which is our Canvas quizzes. And I wasn't going to put these in as scores because they were really just review items from pre-algebra. But I thought people did so well on those. Why not give everyone a little bit of boost for their grade and include those? So if you see those 3 scores in PowerSchool, that is those Canvas quizzes. If you see zeros in there, go back into Canvas and complete those. And I have them set that you can complete them as many times as you would like to get the best score that you can. So if you're missing problems on there, come to a Zoom meeting, get your questions answered, and go back and try those quizzes again. Okay, a lot of information there. The big thing, the big takeaway is that we know that the due date for Chapter 5 is December 9th, and that's also our test day. Okay, have a little bit more information for you. Now, I'm putting this out there not to overwhelm us, but I know that I've had some students already ask me about this. So I kind of want to be proactive and make sure I get everyone's questions answered. And so there's some final exam information here. And I've already opened up on Math Excel the final exam review homework. Now, I will not officially assign that until after we take the Chapter 5 test, but I know that I have students that are wanting to work on that. And so it is already available to you in Math Excel. Okay. Notice that it's not due until December 6th, which is the day before our final exam. And then right here is a very important piece of information that we have our final exam on December 17th, and that will be in Math Excel. Now, all of this is going to be in future modules, but I know that I have some students looking ahead, planning, trying to get things on their calendar, and so I want to provide that information for them. If we look at Zoom sessions, my goal is to have a Zoom session every day at noon, except for the test day. So you'll notice that we've got one December 3rd, December 4th, then it's the weekend, and then Monday, December 7th, then Tuesday, December 8th. Wednesday, December 9th is the test day. I don't Zoom on the test day because you're taking the test that day and we're not supposed to be asking questions on that day. So make sure that you plan your time accordingly. You get those questions answered ahead of time. Okay? That's all I have for today. The next active module will be December 9th, which will be the test day. If you have any questions in between, please attend a Zoom session. If you have a question, other students probably have that question. They are low stress, low anxiety. I'm really just there to help you. If you have a question just for me, please feel free to Canvas message me. I hope you have a good day.